Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
That wine's incredible. Okay, let's drink some wine. Hi, everyone. We're the Wine Brothers. I'm Bryan Hinschberger.
And I'm Paul Hinschberger.
We drink wine and we videotape it for your viewing pleasure. I work for Bon Vivant Imports. We import wine from Spain and from Italy. And today we're going to be tasting some incredible Spanish wines from Cigales. So Cigales, central Spain, Castilly y Leon, one of the major large communities, autonomous communities of Spain. In the central portion of that is this small D.O. called Cigales, just to the west of Ribera del Duero, the famous Ribera del Duero that has the Duero River running through it all the way out to Oporto, where Portugal is housed, or sorry, where the ports are housed. So all the way inland is where Cigales and Ribera del Duero sit, and it's truly home to big Tempranillo, Tinta del País, Tinto Fino. In Cigales, what I really dig about Cigales, though, is it's higher up off the Duero River than Ribera del Duero, because, you know, Ribera, it actually goes through it. Cigales, a little higher up, more chalky soils are stripped throughout the land, and they've got just this rustic, beautiful, they have the elegance of Ribera, but the rusticity of Toro. So they just have these gorgeous, gorgeous, meet in the middle, awesome, big, amazing wines. Bodegas Sinforiano is the house we import from Cigales. And this house is something of just a wonder to me. I just absolutely love their wines. I love their story. I love the people. They're incredible. So, back in 1966, Sinforiano of Aquera and Daniela Gomez, they got married, and they began this estate, essentially. Their families have been farmers forever, for decades, in Cigales, making beautiful Tinto Fino there. And essentially, they started deciding to sell off a lot of their grapes, but also to start making wine. And they hired much more recently than '66, a phenomenal winemaker. Her name is Ruth de la Sierra. She's just this vivacious, awesome lady. Wonderful personality, so much fun, and she is the winemaker. So Sinforiano and Daniela, they had children, a bunch of sons, and all of the sons now run the estate. Papa Sinfo is what I like to call him. Papa Sinfo still roams around all the time. He is this big dude. In fact, none of these guys are small gentlemen. They're big, awesome guys. They are farmers to the T. When you shake their hands, you just feel the earth that has been rubbed into their palms for decades. It's truly just, it's an honor to be even in their presence. It's pretty incredible.
I'm excited to get to that ripe old age. And,
yeah.
And people can call me Papa Hinch.
Yeah, I don't know if that's gonna happen, Paul. No, it might. You gotta get bigger hands.
Yeah, okay.
And then he'll be Papa Hinch.
I'll work on the hands thing.
But it's this phenomenal family project of this winery. So they basically have sought out gorgeous Tempranillo vines in different, their estate fruit comes from different little plots around Cigales, because they seek out the most chalk-driven soil by far.
And you taste it.
You taste the minerality in these wines.
Because it's so chalky and mineral-driven.
Mineral-driven, absolutely. So we start with their rosé. In Cigales, by law, you cannot make white wine. Okay, they grow some white grapes, but there is no white wine production with the D.O. Cigales stamp on it. There is red and there is rosé. Now rosé, by law, must have a minimum of 20% white varietals. This can include Verdejo, Viura, Albio, Sauvignon Blanc, but here they have Albio, which is a cool, very indigenous varietal to the area, and Verdejo. and they use 20%, which is the minimum required, and then 80% of their Tempranillo. We're talking, these vines are 15 years old, is kind of the young side, going all the way up to like 40, 50-year-old vines that can go into this rosé. It's incredible. But what's even more incredible is that all of the white plants are actually interplanted with the red. So when they pick from a vine and they're about to make the rosé, you know, all of the wines, all the grapes are picked together, so thrown into the truck with red and white side by side. They're vinified together. You know, they're fermented together. Everything is made together to make this final rosé product. Paul, tell me about this rosé, because I know you love this wine.
I do love this wine. It's like strawberries grown in chalky soil.
From
so
rock.
you kind of like, you taste the gravel chalkiness on the strawberries. It's fruity, but it's mineral.
You know, grapes can grow in any climate, in any rock. You know, it can come out of the side of the house probably. Strawberries, you know, come from dirt. However, if strawberries and grapes got together,
most plants come from dirt.
True, but if strawberries and grapes could get together and you could make a strawberry grow straight out of a house or a rock, you know, this would be that strawberry. It truly is so driven with minerality, chalkiness. It's beautiful. The nose is incredible. How's the palate?
I wonder what the terroir of a house tastes like.
I'm not gonna do it. How's the palate here, Paul?
It's so lovely and easy drinking. It's perfect for the summer. It's good acidity, but not over the top. Good fruit.
So this is their freshest vintage. This just landed 2011.
It's perfect.
It is perfect. So much acidity, so much fresh fruit, so much good minerality. This wine makes me so much happy. So
much happy.
So much happy, I can't even tell you. So now, all of the vines, like I said, you know, can get, this has grapes that are up to 40, 50 years old. Now we start to get into, you know, the reds. 100% Tempranillo. I'm going to enjoy this bottle tonight. That is for sure. We get into their Tinto Roble. So the Sinfo Tinto. Now, like I said, Sinfo is the nickname of Papa Sinfo. Sinforiano is his first name, and he's just always gone by Sinfo.
That's his first name?
Yeah. Vaquera is the last name. So the two Sinfo lines, I think, are just beautiful. They're really, really cool, fresh. This sees 4 months in both French and American oak. 40-year-old vines, on average, go into this bottle.
Wow. And this is just their Roble.
And this is just their Roble, you know. It's their grapes. So we'll talk about old vines. We'll definitely talk about old vines. So, Paul, you know, on this wine, what do you get? I mean, this is truly exquisite Tempranillo.
Oh, wow. It's been a while since I've tasted this. This is delicious.
It is delicious. It's always delicious.
Really wonderfully mineral and earth driven. Like, there's a lot of fruit, but it's so complex with brambly notes of like raspberry vine and like forest floor soil.
Absolutely.
And
then chalk soils and minerals.
Cherries and blackberries and
I mean, so talk about an estate that is completely sustainably farmed. You know, everything is picked by hand. In fact, when I was there, I had the awesome privilege of picking grapes for a good 45 minutes with all the vineyard workers. It was awesome. I got dirty, I got juicy, sticky, sweaty. Arr!
And you were like,
I'm done. All right, 45 minutes. I'm out. Let's go drink some wine. In fact, we went and we had lunch with all the brothers and Papa Sinfo. Papa Sinfo kind of sat over on the side. Just was this. His presence is incredible. While Mama Sinfo is at home 3 miles down the road from the estate, sending food our direction that we're eating on the table. She's at home cooking old school style, you know, local cuisine. It was incredible.
Wow. I
mean, just a wonderful, wonderful experience. And their wines are truly something special.
Bryan got to go to Spain last year. Me, as the other wine brother, the more quiet one, I didn't get to go to Spain, unfortunately.
Oh, you do plenty of other fun things in the wine world. But no, I felt very fortunate, especially to meet this crew. They were amazing people. So now working up the tiers, we go into their Tempranillo. They don't call it Crianza because Crianza sometimes can be well, inexpensive, not really that impressive. So they just call this Tempranillo because this isn't necessarily inexpensive. We're sitting in the upper $30 price point. On this we're sitting both these wines early teens. It's beautiful values
for 40-year-old vines. It's unreal.
It's unreal. It's beautiful. It's amazing. The Tempranillo stepping up into the $30 price point. 13 months in French and American oak. I mean, that nose is rich. It's decadent. It's lovely. It's luscious. It's lickable.
I was really digging on this, but now this adds a component of floralness. Like I'm getting like purple petunias and which is
peppercorn.
One of my favorite smells. Oh, and peppercorn. I like that.
Ooh, green peppercorn, pink peppercorn, black peppercorn. This is really delicious. Amazingly deep, dark, brooding, but still balanced.
Wow.
It's incredible. Truly incredible. So this is from 80-year-old vine fruit. So think about this. I mean, look at some of the pictures of these vines. I mean, thick, big base stems. Everything is old bush vine. Incredible. I mean, the bush vines have to be treated by hand. Very sustainable practices, no pesticides, no herbicides, just beautiful, beautiful production.
Yeah. And it shows.
And it shows. This wine's exquisite. So now something...
Good on you, Papa Sinfo.
Good on you, Papa Sinfo. So moving up the tier again, these guys have some of the oldest Tempranillo vines that we've ever seen in Spain. They have upwards of 115-year-old Tempranillo vines that rest in this bottle right here.
Yeah.
This is their Reserva. Absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to taste this. I've had this only one other time. Okay, that's kind of a lie. I've had it a few times. But it's always like the first. It's always the first.
And I was...
So 18 months now on French and American oak. This wine is... It's so characteristic of this style of this house. What I love about all their wines is you put your nose in them and you realize that they're Papa Sinfo's at work. It's absolutely stunning, dark, rich, earthy, good stone minerality to them. And the fruit is absolutely epic. Paul, talk to me. Hold on. He needs a moment of silence. Oh my God. Incredible. The nose is so deep. He's not talking, so I'm going to keep talking. Yeah. Which I do a lot of in these videos.
Yeah. I'm more of the silent, stoic type. And he's more the jabbery...
Jibba jabba. So tell me about this. The fruit, the berries on this nose are incredible.
It's it just does step up. This one was fantastic. This one was marvelous, and this one is heavenly. It just kind of has a little bit more of that oak aging on it, so it really rounds out everything. Like beautiful floral, minerality, earth, fruit, everything.
The entire package built into one single bottle.
It's just kind of
this is incredible wine.
It's delicious.
Absolutely beautiful. So if you can, when you see Cigales wines, check them out, because if you like good Tempranillo, I mean, granted, this isn't a cheap bottle of wine. We're getting up into the $60s, $70s, $80 price points. But for what's in this bottle, throw that next to anything in Napa.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You know what I mean? So I think the wines coming out of Cigales are, one, a sensational value, but two, absolutely well built, perfectly structured. And Bodega Sinforiano is got it together.
Is top of the tier.
Small production reds. They do more rosé than they do anything, and their rosé is there's good reason for it. It's incredible. So look for this house, Bodega Sinforiano. I hope you can find it, and until then, keep drinking wine. Cheers.
Salud.